Oh, okay. So should I not talk?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sunday Perspective. My name is Dragon, and oh my gosh, y'all, it has been a hot minute since we have been live, and with this podcast. And of course, with this podcast, as always, I have with me Telly.
Hello, everybody.
And
Welcome back to the Sunday Perspective.
Yeah, and I have with me Punky.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Long time no see.
Right. And this is gonna be like a 2-in-1 type situation because we're essentially gonna be filling you in on like how it's been for what the last 6 months have been for us, because like we're gonna give you insight onto basically stuff that we really haven't talked about on stream, plus a year review type thing. And I'm trying to get this music going. 1 second here. All right. Yeah. So there's that. So I will ask this. I will. There's a bunch of things to talk about, but I will ask you guys, how does it feel to be back on the Sunday Perspective, to be, talking like this again, and, it's kind of having like a focused conversation?
Feels good. I mean, it's been a while.
It's been a while since we've done it. I think feels good to be back at it.
What's that?
Feels good to be back at it. It's been a while.
Right. I've honestly missed this kind of like podcasting, because I enjoyed like just like sitting down and talking with you guys, and not necessarily play a game. Sometimes it really do be like that, where you don't even want to just play a game. You just want to kind of where you just kind of want to just sit down, chat, talk with your friends, and it's actually all right. It's all good. And in this time, we've had a lot happen to us, as I'm sure most of you are aware by now that we've made a movie together, the three of us, but this is really Punky's project, but we're just kind of helping her bring it to life.
I like to think of it as our project now. Like, I might be the captain, but You guys are my crew. I
Right.
could not
Yeah.
do this without you guys. I would sink and drown and become shark food.
I mean, honestly though, like you, I gotta give a lot of credit where it's due though, because like you've written this story, you've brought it to life, and it's just such a wonderful story. And today we'll get to share with you guys kind of like a little bit more insight, perhaps a little bit more detail, and kind of just been what's happening. Of course, we're not gonna spoil nothing
Yeah,
for you.
no spoilers.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
not at all. For that, you'll have to actually watch the movie when it inevitably ends up in a um, film festival in your city, which I honestly think will happen. That it won't just stay in this city. It'll go to other cities, and honestly, it should be. It should be like that.
I truly hope so.
Yeah.
I really have high hopes for this film.
I know that.
I don't want to jinx it though, so I'm gonna knock on wood real quick.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Right. Cause I think didn't our producer actually say that this is gonna go to like, I don't know the exact number, but I've been saying like 200 something, but I don't quote me on that. Like something like a big amount of film festivals.
I have no idea, honestly, how many they're gonna be submitting it to. I just know that, I mean, that's our plan for it.
Yeah.
I think that's been a plan for it since the beginning when we first started talking to them about it, that we would end game with, have it in some festivals or something like that, and we just gotta put in the work and everything and make a really good film, which already we're really doing really good on.
Right. Because it's so like exciting and so refreshing to see everybody, just so dialed into it and just working so hard to it. I mean, I will say though, I'll be completely honest, like it was just like it was an adjustment for me to because I've never really done screen. Like I've done theater.
It doesn't matter how much you know
And
about
you can't
implementation.
I can't really count my really terrible student film because that wasn't really like legit.
Yeah.
So like it's quite the adjustment, and it's so good that I'm working with people I trust, of working with people that I know will deliver. So it's a really good like first time experience, I think.
Yeah, same for me.
Yeah.
Like, I never really had too much acting experience other than that student project thing, but I never had something as really legit as this though.
Yeah.
Like especially with the roles like that we have too.
Yeah.
We might have went over that last episode like 6 months ago, but yeah, like having a special role in it is a big part too and pretty cool.
Yeah. We touched on these things like very briefly.
Right, like it's when they were first made official.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even at that point, even we didn't know.
Yeah,
like,
the future was kind of uncertain at the moment, but like seems a little bit like kind of more clear now.
Right. What do you think in these 6 months? What do you think Punky has really went down with this project? Like how like between then and now, like what's kind of your thoughts then and now about how this project is going?
Well, back like the last time we did this, it seemed like I didn't want to like jinx it, so I was like not talking about it too much, and now it's like, whoa, we've already filmed, we've got a full cast, and like it's crazy how far we've come with it in just like 5 months.
Right.
And I mean, everybody has been doing such a great job, like everybody in the crew, everybody in the cast. I mean, it really has just been like a dream so far. And since then, it just, now I feel like, oh my god, this is actually real.
Right.
Right, like
I
And
can
Especially,
finally
yeah.
enjoy it, you know?
yeah,
That now
Yeah.
that I'm like settled in it.
and you are 100% deserving of it because you've worked so incredibly
Aw.
hard towards this project. Like I'm talking, my friends, I'm literally talking like entire day and like sometimes even late nights just being up, trying to meet those deadlines, trying to just kind of make it make sense, and the plot, the characters, and
And like,
again, this is why I'm so proud of this project. This is why I'm so happy as well to be in it because of the hard work that has gone into the basis of it and forming it. And I'm just so 100% here for it. So good.
Right.
So
Thank
good.
you so much.
Yeah.
Like your guys' support and help like through all of this. Like I say it again, like I couldn't have gotten through all of it without you guys with being there for me.
And
You guys kept me going.
I'm really glad that you kind of just asked me on a lark because in 2015, like my mindset for this was, I was like, oh my god, wait, this is happening, this is legit, this is cool. And now it's the same feeling, except it's so much better. It's like 100 times more for that. It's crazy to think about, to be perfectly honest with you.
good, like, humbling experience.
Yeah. Speak up.
feeling.
Speak up, my guy. We want to hear from you too.
Yeah, like how you said, like sleep, like how you said, like spending entire days on it, like and deadlines, like that is something we definitely did. Like I'll touch on that. Like I remember, like we had like deadlines by like to have like the script finalized by a certain time. I think that was had it finalized by the time our last episode was.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
one thing I want to mention that we did that we all did really good on is back earlier in the start of the year, we had every single applicant, really, I think that's the word for it,
Audition.
yeah, it's sent to us. So what we did was, over the span of a couple weeks, we looked through each and every single one of them,
Right.
wrote down information about them, and so we have them for the auditions. We looked at everyone. We looked at 105 auditionees, applicants.
120.
120, actually, yeah, 120.
Yeah.
Looked through each and every single one of them.
Some
Wrote down
cringier than
special
others.
details, like things they
Yeah.
do, things they're not good at, things they're good at, things we think they'll be good at, if they'll be extra or not.
Right.
We got all that written down. I have I have my whole notebook filled with everyone's name still from
Right.
that.
Right. and the crazy thing to me is the fact that we got through those 120 or something people, like keeping in mind the detail that we had to go into,
Right.
like looking at their headshots, their resumes, their experience, all
Yeah,
that
we've
jazz.
seen some really good ones and some really bad ones.
yeah.
Some really bad.
Oof. Yeah, we can talk about some of those disaster ones in a second.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did that in what, 2 days?
Yeah, like the
Yeah,
span
it
of a
took us
weekend.
a
pretty much,
while,
going
like-
through, like the whole
Like a few days at
we split it up
least.
by weeks. Like we did like all like 30 in like 1 week, and then like week later is like 70 of them. We went through each every single one of them. It took like 5 hours or something.
Right.
Pretty
Yep.
crazy.
Right.
But it was still fun though.
I mean,
Yeah.
the way I look at it as like, that is something that was amazing.
It was,
It was
yeah.
just the three of us, and we got through it.
We did, yeah.
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 Yeah, we did.
It worked so well. And we just kind of, despite, us being kind of feeling like, at times feeling like overloaded almost, like we kind of pulled through it together, and we kind of stayed on each other's backs with this like, hey, we're almost there, one at a time, let's go, we got this.
And
And
we took like, oh, go ahead.
yeah, no, finish your thought.
I was just saying we took like 120 applicants and we somehow got, we got a cast of 20 something. We somehow managed to get all of them, and some of them are people that Green Buffalo's worked with before, but we got a lot of new faces,
Right.
people
yeah.
that we don't know. So we're meeting a lot of new people too,
Right.
and everybody brings something to the table. I mean, aside from just their acting or stuff like that, it's like everybody too has been super into it and passionate about it, and that is just amazing.
Yeah. It's the talent. It's everybody's very talented and so passionate about their acting. It's so wonderful to see. Yeah, that was for all of you who don't understand that's a reference to the movie. That's one of my lines.
Yep.
Inside
Right,
the movie.
It is. It took me a minute there.
It is. Which we'll get to that in a second too, about my experience being first time in a film, in a proper film correction. We'll get to that in a second, but let's talk about the audition process.
Yeah, that was the next part after really getting those people down, get all the auditions. We
Yeah.
could sit through those. So yeah, that was a pretty fun experience.
Yeah, going through those. Like, there are a lot of people that were from, like, out of state, away from, like, from, like, all the way on the West Coast. And we had to go through all of them and pick people. And I think we always wanted to do something that was more local.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it.
Because it's such a logistical nightmare trying to get
Yeah.
all those people over here.
Yeah, like
Especially
with,
during
events, and
COVID.
also just paying for their like flights to get here is a trouble too.
I don't.
Yeah.
Say that.
I don't think we
As-
pay for their flights.
As in,
though.
we would not have we would not have paid.
No.
They would have had to find their own way here, and like
Yeah.
that'd
Be
be
like,
kind of
that's
hard
on
to
you.
really
Yeah.
look into, and then like they'd have to. At the time, they would have to quarantine and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, cause Green Buffalo is a small theater company. Like you're
They're only a few years old, I think. Like
yeah.
4
I-
years old, I think.
Actually, let's drop them a link, guys.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's drop them.
Mhm.
Oh, are they on Twitter?
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
All right, let me find their Twitter. Let's drop their link. In the meantime, tell me, guys, while I'm doing that, let's tell me about your audition disasters, whether being from this film, from other productions, or what have you. If you have any stories on that.
It's funny because, like, I've been to so many auditions, and I don't know if I've really had any disaster auditions, because I think they all went relatively well. I don't know. I can't say I had any really disaster auditions.
Yeah, I don't know if I have any disasters either. Like, I'd say the auditions for this went pretty well. Like, I don't think we had any really issues, like really disasters. I can think of one audition in particular that like made us kind of laugh.
Yeah.
Which one?
Remember
Oh.
the time one of the people tried to like do an accent, kind of?
Oh no. Let's talk.
That was, yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about that one. That was awful.
Yeah, that was not good.
Yeah. Like, I was liking him until that happened, and I'm like, oh, well.
And then
And
that-
the accent was not necessary.
yeah.
didn't really need to
I
put
was
that
like,
there.
and then I find out later that he was this
You thought he was
actor-
doing a German accent.
Yeah, I was like, well, he sounded German to me, and then y'all told me that no, it was supposed to be Middle Eastern. I'm like, excuse me, what? that sounds nothing, not
Yeah.
even close to what I was expecting with that. I was like, what? No, please. Oh boy.
Actually, I just remembered there was one almost disaster audition. Remember when I did Dracula?
Yeah.
So I did one audition for them, and then I got a call back. So I went back in and auditioned more. But what happened was before the audition, because I went to the wrong place,
Oh no.
and it was like 15-minute drive with the other. It took me like a while to even realize, oh my god, I went to the wrong place, and
Uh,
then I had to go to the right place, and I was freaking out like, oh my god, I want to be in this show so
Right.
bad. I love Dracula,
Right.
and I might have just screwed it up. But they called and they're like, hey, you're gonna be coming soon. I'm like, yeah, I got mixed up, blah, blah. And I actually got there and they were really cool about it, and I got a part. I was a vampire vixen and a shadow creature going,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's we had I had one of those things happen in high school where there was a person trying to audition for Annie, and there was like people like prospective auditioners, like they started laughing at the person who was auditioning, and immediately without missing a beat they got thrown out.
Yeah.
Good.
I was like, yes,
Yeah.
cause
That's just a,
cause
that's a crappy thing to do.
right,
Right.
cause like it takes so many nerves, it takes such a confidence like thing, it takes guts to get up in front of a stage and actually perform and do that kind of thing, and it's such a crushing thing to just have to have that experience and then have people laugh at you for it.
I know.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Sub.
Nice.
Nice. Thank you for the sub extension, CMD. You absolutely love to see it. Welcome to the Sunday Perspective podcast, where we are talking about audition disasters. Yeah, so that was just like, so that immediately always stands out to me as like, okay, so let's put you on a stage and let you do it right now and see how you do.
Yeah.
Because
Like, imagine it, like, in your shoes, like, okay, I'm terrified about this audition. What if people laugh at me? And you have a nightmare about it.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, screw it. I'm gonna give it my all. So you go in, you audition, and your worst fear comes true, and everybody laughs at you.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
that is so, oh, that's such a crappy thing to do.
Right. Can't stay, but much love. Thank you, CMD. Always, glad to have you in chat and hanging out
Yeah.
with us. Hope you guys enjoy your podcast. We are 100%
Yeah, we're
enjoying our
enjoying it.
podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's been 6 months since we've done this podcast, so I'm really excited to bring it back. This is a bi-weekly thing, so not next Sunday, but the Sunday after we'll be back. So
Actually, remembered another disaster.
ooh, okay, let's talk
This
about
one
it.
is Tully's.
Ooh,
Remember how he got he accidentally, like, Ellen or Miss E accidentally blocked him from the call, or the audition call, the Zoom call.
You're right.
Like,
That is
she
a
meant to,
disaster right
like,
there.
She was trying to, like, take you out and then put you back in somehow, and then she accidentally, like, just booted you from the call and you
Oh,
couldn't
yeah.
get back
Yeah, I got
in.
it's like
Yeah, blocked or something like that,
completely
yeah.
kicked out of the.
Accidentally like kicked out of it.
It's
Yeah.
like, oh no, we don't want you in the production. Bye.
My partner catcher is terminated. Right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. No, that was hilarious.
Yeah, that's
I was
funny.
like,
Yeah.
oh no, Tully has left the production. What will we do now? He can't show up to rehearsal. You know what that means? He's out. No. It was good. But, there's also a flip side of this coin, which is the wonderful parts of production, the
That's right,
wonderful parts of being on theater, being on film. So talk about that a little bit. Like, what are your experiences that were like really wholesome or that you really enjoyed, that really made you happy? What are some experiences that you had?
I think the whole cast, when we did Everything's Groovy at ECC, that
Yes.
whole cast, we became like family.
Right.
There was so much love between all of us, and that was the year that my mom got really, really, really sick. It was in the hospital and in the intensive care unit.
Yeah.
And when I came back to school, like everybody just took a turn and just hugged me.
Oh.
And like I will never forget that. And yeah, I mean, that was my first time ever being in a production, and it was the best production I've ever been in, just because the cast, it was literally like family.
Right.
And I still talk to a lot of them, including you.
Yeah, that's right. With quite a bit of frequency. That's good.
I got something to say. When we were on the topic of nightmares, I actually, one slipped right past me. I remembered it now. So we are gonna touch on the first filming soon,
Yeah.
but I want to skip it. I want to just say one disaster actually happened during one day.
Really?
Well, it wasn't really a disaster. I wasn't there for it, but one of the actors showed up late.
Oh,
He
no.
showed up like the $1 Million Man, and he got lost too.
Oh no.
He did
know
a
who I'm
really
talking about,
good
Punky?
job though when he was there.
Wait, I thought I heard that he switched up the lines a bunch of times.
Yeah, I mean, but we still got the shots, and I mean,
Yeah.
the acting was there.
Right. I mean,
So I can't really complain too much, but that,
That's fair.
yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as the job needs to be done, I guess it's
Mhm.
fine. But
Yeah,
you know, there's still that thing of, well, okay, shouldn't have been late.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
That's the one thing that kind of,
Yeah.
because I feel like
Yeah,
for
I
us,
don't really like lateness.
yeah, because for us, like in a production like this, like time is money, and literally,
Mhm.
so we gotta like get moving, and we're there for a purpose. We can't just wait for, like we have certain time constraints. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, but it's good though. Like that whole scene was really amazing.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
will say that.
Mhm.
And I got a chance to be in it.
That's right. You were an extra, weren't you?
Yeah, I won't say in what way because that's
Yeah.
spoilers, but it was fun to kind of be in the background and be an extra. That was really the first time um for me as an actor, really. And that's when it got real. Like when I was sitting there, I was like, oh shit, this is happening.
Right?
Yeah. like
First time I yelled action, I'm like, whoa.
yeah,
Yeah, I got that feeling too.
like actually happening. Cause it's like you're so busy before that you don't really have the time to think about anything else. Like you're just kind of trying to get everything done, set everything
Yeah.
up at the right moment. It's really when you're actually as an actor in there, it's kind of starts becoming like, oh, so this is happening. Like you kind of become a little bit hyper conscious. I felt like I did just a little bit.
I did too.
Yeah, because it's like there's a camera on you, and there's people, there's a mic held to your face, and it's happening, and you gotta get your lines right. That's kind of the thoughts that I had when we were sitting with Mr. M and Miss S, in the
Gazebo?
in
The
the
gazebo, right?
the gazebo,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I kind of had that moment of, oh boy,
Mhm.
this is real. This
Right.
is here, and even though I have a few more chances, I still had that very, very like theatrical mindset of like, yeah, I better get this right the first time.
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
that's just me from theater.
No, because I was the same way with theater going to screen. It's like you have to acting is different between the two. With theater, you have to keep in mind that you're in a very large space, and there's going to be people that are in the far back,
Right.
and you got to, really project your voice. And if you do that on screen, it looks like you're overacting. So you have to find that medium
Right.
between the two.
Everything is like up close and personal and subtle, and like you have to project that same explosive emotion without being as explosive as theater, I feel.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I feel like theater in terms of like, or no, not theater, movies in terms of like just energy is a lot easier, just because in theater you really gotta project, you gotta exaggerate the movements and emotions that are coming across your face and what you're saying, but in film you can kind of be a little bit more subtle and just kind of chill in the back and just kind of be like, yeah, okay, I need to do this emotion, but I don't need to be overly dramatic or explosive with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I swear.
Kelly, have you ever been in any theater productions? You haven't, right?
Well, no, I don't think this is really my first one. I guess I don't know if the like student film we had counts it all, but like
No.
this is my first legit one right here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I don't count that as a project.
Yeah, I mean it was a school thing. It wasn't like a legit like film like this. Yeah.
I think it counts as some experience, even if it was a bad experience.
Yeah.
You still got that experience behind you, so you can know, like, okay, that is not the right way to go
Right.
with this, and then you can like do some things differently, and get a cast member that doesn't go, oh no.
Yeah. Oh
definitely.
God. Oh,
The
no.
best part takeaway from all this is none of the actors said, "Oh no."
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, because that was
Uber cringe
oh
there.
God.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh God.
I know, it was just funny just telling all the people like on the day of filming all about that. Like didn't tell them about the little things like that.
Right.
That's
right.
a whole
Yeah.
different story for another day.
The issue with that was like I couldn't do like too many reshoots because we were already kind of running out of time because of other
reasons.
stuff, and like so like I had to really be like, hey editor, help me out here, but
Yeah.
we all know that didn't happen.
It didn't happen. You got something, but it wasn't what you wanted, right?
No, it was terrible. But kind of tying it back to what we're talking about here to the current movie is, it was a good learning experience because if anything, it actually helped me grow as an assistant director, and it kind of helped me like you said, identify what things shouldn't be done in this production for it to really succeed. And I feel like also people are wonderful actors.
Yeah.
And,
Gotta
in
give
this,
it to them. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh God, they're so good at interpreting and building their characters. Dude,
Yeah,
I
they're all
love
good at
it.
Yeah, like the
I love the dedication.
I just like cause you see it on paper and you're like, oh, that's so cool, and then you see them actually doing it, and then you're like, oh,
Right. And
okay, like that's a wonderful thing that happens. Like the thing, I think my whole favorite thing, like the friendship that the three characters have, my character and the two other spiritual characters, I feel like that was just such a such a beautiful moment that
I think so too.
I mean, you couldn't really. I could kind of envision it on the script, but like seeing it actually come to life
Yeah, it's a
was
completely different feeling. Like I can envision it in the script,
Yeah.
but like seeing it in person just feels very different
right.
and very
It
cool.
is. And especially like when I think back to like when I was writing it and what I pictured at that time and seeing what it's become and how it's grown and these actors that are portraying the characters that I wrote and came up with, it's just I can't even begin to describe how surreal it is, especially considering I've been dreaming of doing this since I was a little kid, since I was
Yeah.
like 5.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to make my own movies. I used to write them when I was little. I mean, this is literally a dream come true for me
Right.
in every way.
And we are so happy to like really be on this journey with you, because you know, seeing you go through that process and kind of being like part of that journey is so wonderful. So it's so cool. So
Yeah,
absolutely.
I couldn't have done this without you guys. I really
Yeah.
couldn't have.
Yeah. You had something to
So
add, Tyler?
thank you.
Well, yeah, like it's very like it feels very good to be doing it like with you guys, like and our whole cast, like we're all like very talented and
Yeah.
good people with this, and it's like being handled by the right people, you know.
Right. We got so lucky that, you know, we have such a talented and such a wonderful and such a professional cast.
Oh yeah, for sure. No issues at
Yeah.
all with this group of people. Like they're all like on it, doing their like they all know what they're doing, you know.
I mean, to be fair, like if you really think about it, that this is their like livelihood.
This is their thing.
Yeah.
This is what they get paid to do. So yeah, of course they're gonna be a little bit more, take this a little bit more seriously. Like with people. I mean, with college projects,
Right.
it's a little bit of a hit or miss.
Because like it's students too. They care about a grade. Like it's not like a professional acting thing. Like, you know, and like the reason why I say it's so bad because like the things they did in it, they weren't taking it seriously, you know.
Right. So it's good to have this
Yeah.
film now. It's can we disclose anything at this point? Like I think like we can say that we've done one session of filming. I think that's it.
Oh, yeah.
We've
I
done-
mean,
yeah,
we
we
can
done-
say that. Yeah, we've finished at least the majority of the scene
Yeah.
4 and
Yeah.
scene 8.
So
Yeah, we and I don't know if I can disclose or not, but we do have something else to film next week, which should be really cool.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, that's gonna
Yep.
be fun. I
Yeah.
won't disclose what we're doing though, for spoilers though.
yeah, obviously, because like we gotta be careful. We gotta kind of skirt
Yeah.
the minefield here, minefield of spoilers here. And in June too, like we have a
June,
pretty
yeah.
major shoot coming
June's
up
a
in
big
June.
one, yeah.
Yeah. So
June and then the summer we
Yeah,
got
That's right.
summer has come. No. Yeah. No, it really has come, to be
Yeah.
honest. And
Yeah.
it's awesome. Anything else you guys want to add to the to like in the movie side of things? Any comments? Any like things that you got out of it? Like, Telly, I know this is like your first like legit film, but you haven't. This isn't your first rodeo, really.
Right, like
Because you've been on a film set.
I've been on a film set, but like nothing like this though.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, you know what you mean?
Yeah.
Like action and like that. Like people saying action, things like that.
Right.
Like I don't like our thing was just so like low budget and like last minute, you know, put together. It wasn't as legit as this.
Yeah. It was so indie that indie projects look like AAA titles.
Right.
I will. Yeah.
I've been in a few things like on film. Like I did that web series for Dude Man.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I don't think he minds. He would mind because that's a nickname.
Yeah. That's fine.
But yeah, so I did that, and then that was a pretty small character though,
Right.
and I mean that was pretty cool, and that definitely was like a film set, but it's different as an actor.
Right.
And then, you know, I was an extra on another movie,
Mm.
and that was probably the closest I've come to being like on a super professional set, and that movie is still making rounds at film festivals. But yeah, I mean, this is just it's completely different being a director, being behind the camera and not having to focus on lines and everything and just being able to like capture the
Right.
film
Oh,
appropriately and just it's so nice. I
Yeah.
really love being director.
right. It's so much fun to. I can kind of second that it's fun to be in an executive role. It's also fun to be in an executive role, but also be on screen. That is
it's true.
crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If you would have asked me 2 years ago, will you ever direct a movie, or rather, will you be in an executive role in a movie? I would have been like, I don't know.
Yeah, same here.
And now I can say without a doubt that yeah, I'm actually an assistant director in a movie, and it's great and it's fun. You know, like it's such a big thing. Like it's not even like a side type project thing. Like this is legitimately you can add this to your resume.
Yeah, I know. I can add it to our resume.
Yeah.
Because it's sanctioned by an actual
Production company.
production company. So and with contracts and everything.
Oh yeah, contracts and all.
Oh yeah, and professional actors too. Like these aren't just friends that were like, "Hey, do you want to be in a movie? I know you don't act at all, but
Right.
maybe you could at least." But no, these are like professional actors who know their craft.
Right. This is like this ain't your run of the mill Joe and Tom's
Yeah.
that we're talking about here. These people went to college
Right.
for
Yeah.
acting. Like it's so cool like learning just like the different perspectives.
Yes.
No, to learn the different perspectives from the different people and like the knowledge that they bring to the set, like
Yeah.
our cameraman, just his understanding of camera
Oh, yeah,
angles
for
and
sure.
lighting and all that stuff, and just everybody's like accent work, and some of them having like martial artist training. And
I
like,
know,
it's-
that's so cool. And some of the people I
Yeah.
noticed in the things had like SAG-AFTRA too.
yeah,
Like that's pretty cool to see
Yeah.
like that the people from that like caliber kind of like reply to this.
like a lot of them can do like multiple accents.
Right.
Like what?
And karate and fighting and like shooting
So
too. Like,
there
all that
were like a
stuff.
few people that applied that were mimes.
Mimes.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, there
and
was mimes.
jugglers, and I'm
Ooh.
like, that would be so fun. Like, I still would have loved to have like that stuff in the background.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think that could be quite useful for a thing for
Yeah,
this thing. Like
I
just
think
as-
I'm following you.
yeah. For yeah. And it's just really fun to just have these different people of different backgrounds and getting to make friends with them and learning about them.
Right, like a lot of like friendships were built from it, things like that.
Yeah,
And like met a lot of new faces too.
right.
It was very cool.
And it's for us, especially for me and Telly, especially because we're not really standard like actors
Yeah.
necessarily. We just kind of were those people that kind of watched from the
On the other side, really.
not the other side, but just kind of from the peripherals.
Yeah.
We were in the peripherals of Green Buffalo. Like we worked with them a little bit.
Yeah.
And now to actually be center stage.
And yeah, they asked us for
Yeah.
like other things like I'll touch on this a little bit, like they do run also a podcast of like theater or literature, and I was in one of the episodes, and you even made a theme song for one of their other
I
things,
did.
didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah?
I did. Is there where can I find that podcast? Because I might just link it here.
I believe that might be on Patreon.
Is it on Patreon?
It could be Patreon. Do you know, Punky?
I think so. Let me look it up real
Yeah.
quick.
Okay, if you
Ye-
find their Patreon, can you drop that link?
And
Yeah.
I think if in their Facebook page and like their Twitter, you might find links in there.
Yeah. My friends if you haven't already, you should go ahead and give them a follow because they are amazing. They are our theater company. If you haven't already, give us a follow on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Can you drop those links, Telly? As well. You know what? I should create a command.
Yeah, a movie command.
A movie command that drops all those links.
How would I drop the link?
Just go to Insta and then copy the link over.
Okay.
Or yeah, I got Twitter. I'll do Twitter.
Okay.
So, I feel like we're doing pretty all right in terms of covering. I think we covered pretty much everything we needed to say about the movie, right?
Just about, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
We can talk about other things too, like my new place.
Yeah, that's something to talk about.
We can talk about that a little bit. A movie Twitter. Hold on, y'all.
Found them on Google. So I think you might be able to just check them out here. Let me drop that link.
Okay.
How would I get the profile link from here?
Huh?
How would I
Yeah,
get the
that
link
should
from
work.
here? I know how to do it.
Oh, hold on. I don't know. We're trying to find.
The link to the Instagram, yeah.
Yeah. Control C. All right, here we go. Found it.
Okay.
That's the Instagram. So yeah, check these out. We are here on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and as well as go check out Green Buffalo. They're amazing.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about my new house.
Yeah, new house.
So, we're building with Ryan Holmes, and it's so cool to, have that now, because it's pretty surreal, because like seeing that structure come up, it's just like it's a crazy experience. Like it's just when you walk in there, it's just like such a cool experience to be like, yeah, one of these days this is gonna be my house. Like I will live here. I will stream from here. I will make content from here. And actually, we're getting set up with Ethernet too. So that is also pretty cool. And this ties in perfectly, actually, to our next topic, which is hitting affiliate and all of our Twitch stuff. But that'll come in a second. It's so cool to have, Ethernet, and like I'll have my own like streaming space, and I can set up lights and all that stuff. And it's just cool. I mean, I don't know what else to add other than if you guys ask me questions about it. But other than that, I don't really know.
I mean, yeah, I was in there a few times. Like I was just there the other day. It's looking really good. Like the progress is showing. It should be done by the end of summer, right?
By I think second week of August is the closing date.
Okay.
And in that time, in that weekend, I'll probably not stream.
Yeah.
Because I'll be, of course, busy with the moving in, and I'll need you guys to help me with that. I'll be busy with the move-in and just getting settled in. That's probably gonna take a few additional days for like that. I'm gonna have to take a little bit of a long break from stream.
That's understandable if you're gonna be like moving. Moving is that's a pretty stressful thing.
Right.
Can be.
Because there's so many moving parts, and just everything needs to go right. And everybody just needs... It's kind of like being in a movie. Everything needs to go right.
That's right.
Yeah.
And just kind of everybody needs to be on the same page here. It's good. It's good, though. It's a fun experience. To have a dedicated space where where we can jam as well as record and like stream from. It's gonna be great.
And also you mentioned the other day, like it's a very big open space, and it's a possible shoot location for the movie as well.
It is. And we actually, Punky, we considered for one scene, one or two scenes, I think you know which ones I'm talking about, it could possibly be a location.
Yeah, no, I remember we were talking about that. I definitely, I can't wait to just come and check out the property.
Right. I mean, to be honest, like next weekend even, if none of us are doing anything, like next weekend even, we can stop by there and just.
Other than the filming.
Yeah,
we got
yeah,
that,
of course. Oh yeah, that's right.
That's
We
right.
do
Yeah,
have-
next week we got stuff going on. Yeah,
That's on Saturday, right?
Sunday.
Sunday. Okay. All right. That's fine.
Yeah.
So,
And then also next episode we'll probably touch on that a little bit too.
the what?
Yeah.
We'll probably touch on that. And actually, next episode of this we'll probably touch on next week's filming too, because it would happen already.
Yeah,
Just
because
talk about that a little bit.
I feel like this has become like our spot to kind of give out updates.
Yeah, that's what we said last time too.
Yeah.
It's gonna be our spot for updates.
Yeah, this is where we do that. Well, of course, there's Twitter, Instagram,
Yeah,
Facebook.
and like
too,
today
but-
was the biggest content drop of update yet. for
Yeah,
this.
because like this is like 6 months worth of
Right.
6,
Stories
7.
and like experiences
Yeah.
and stuff.
right. We're already at an hour. It's crazy.
I know.
So let's talk about Twitch
Mhm.
and where we stand. Since the last time we talked, and y'all know this already, but since the last time we talked, our channel hit affiliate. And actually recently we got our first Twitch paycheck. Actually.
That's awesome.
Yeah, actually yesterday. So it's just kind of a nod to you guys and how much you guys and not just the community, but you guys specifically too, my hosts, my co-hosts, how much you guys have helped this community kind of just grow, and
Yeah.
how supportive you guys have been through that entire process. And you
Of
know,
course.
and as part of that, Telly's almost at 30 followers. Like, that is amazing.
That's awesome.
I'm at one away. Yeah.
Yeah, he's literally one away from 30, and we're trying to get him to affiliate by the end of the year. That's what I told him. I was like, we're gonna try to get you to at least 50 followers by the end of the
Yeah,
year.
I mean, getting at least 50 just be fine for me.
Yeah,
Getting 50, yeah.
'Cause-
I'd be okay with that.
because getting the 3 average viewers, that's another thing.
That takes a while. That's something I gotta work on, the 50 followers first, I think.
Yeah. I think part of that really is kind of going off on your own
Pretty
and
much,
just
yeah.
networking.
Yeah.
Talking to other streamers, just like when you're not doing anything, just drop into another one of their streams.
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
Yeah. So, like, it's just that kind of, that's what I do. Like whenever I'm not doing, whenever I'm just like Twitch focused, like before a stream, I'll just drop into a random streamer who is playing the same game as I am on that day, and I'll just kind of hang out and chat. And that's just how you really grow your channel, and
Right.
just, and having those connections, like say for example Violent Kitten,
Yeah.
she's been a really big help to us.
And mellow graphics too.
Mellow Graphics too.
Two big people, yeah.
Two really big people that have kind of, because of whom I feel like in the past month our channels has just exploded.
Yeah, definitely. Like I noticed a surge in mine
Yeah.
lately.
Like I gained 20 followers
Yeah, me too.
in the past month.
I have too, yeah.
It's insane.
They helped me get to almost 30.
Yeah.
Those people.
Yeah. And kind of coming, actually let's talk about, because I know Punky is gonna bring in some new content.
It's true, yeah.
So talk about that a little bit, Punky.
With my streaming?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna try get like a setup for where my where I can make my jewelry, stuff like that, because that's something I've been really getting into.
Yep.
and if I can, like, maybe get like a good camera and mic, and then
Right.
maybe do some streams making jewelry.
Right. I would highly recommend the Logitech C920. That's the one I use.
Yeah,
It's
probably
a
get that.
it's a really good camera. And I've attached it um to to just like a tripod stand. That's the setup that I use. It's a 1080p HD camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a really good camera.
Nice.
Yeah, so I definitely recommend you do that. And um, jewelry, that's gonna be interesting, because like we had that conversation with Mello yesterday, that a lot of these these handicraft type creators,
Yeah.
that's becoming a thing.
It is, yeah. Like Twitch isn't
Yeah?
just gaming
Yeah.
anymore. Like there's a lot of different things you can do. Even like this is a thing too.
Yeah. So really podcasting and handicraft
Mhm.
is kind of really on kind of like an uprising. So
Yeah.
it's kind of good that you're starting when you are starting, because it's like the perfect time to really do that. And yeah. And I know you made this bead bracelet for me, and it is so good. I love this thing so much. I like never take it off ever.
Aw, I'm
It's
so glad you like it.
It's always on me. So good. Um, honestly, Punky, if you like, if you find your rhythm with this, because at first you gotta do it on order, but if you find your rhythm with this, you should definitely open up Etsy and get that.
Oh yeah, that's like my goal. Basically, I've been getting stuff to try and make my own charms.
Yeah.
And then I've got some designs, and I'm gonna make some of these designs in bulk and start selling them on Facebook at first,
Mhm.
or like, and then eventually open my own Etsy store.
Nice.
Nice.
Because
Yeah.
whenever you do that, I'll probably help you kind of get some, because using my followers and kind of the reach that I have to kind of help you out there as well, kind of help you grow as well. Because
Appreciate it.
I was having this conversation with Knights. He was like, oh, I can't compete because your stream is like the most wholesomest. And I was telling him, I was like, bro, we're not competing. This is a community where we grow together. We do not compete with each other.
Yeah.
And I will say this to anybody, like anybody I can help kind of uplift, take with me up on this journey. Like, yeah, I will take. Like, this is not a competition. We grow together as a community, and the more members we can have as a community, like the more each individual, kind of benefits from
Right.
it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And I think it's almost we are at an hour almost.
Oh,
so
yeah, just about.
if you guys want, you can add some like final thoughts, any particular topic that you wanted to talk about, any final thoughts, any questions, anything like that before we wrap up.
I don't know. I can't really think of
I don't know,
anything.
I think we've hit just about everything, haven't we?
Yeah.
Just about.
It's perfect that because we do keep our podcasts about an hour, so it's good that we had just the perfect amount of material
Yeah, we did, yeah.
to really kind of cover everything. I mean, granted, 30 minutes of that material we spent talking about the movie, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's true. Because a lot happened in the last 6 months. It was the majority of the podcast there.
Yeah, because most of what happened in the podcast.
Right.
But yes, guys, it was so much fun getting to talk with you, and CMD extending his sub to us. It's always lovely to see you guys kind of showing that support. But again, I will say this, like, this content is always free. You know, I never expect anybody to sub or any of that stuff, and I just like having people to chat with and just hanging out and chat, and it's always fun when people do come in and you know, kind of hang out with us. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody. I think we're actually gonna be wrapping up here. As always, I am Dragon. With me I have Telly, and I have Punky, and this has been the Sunday Perspective, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Okay. Can they hear us still? Oh, hello. Well, goodbye.